Today I'm working on finishing up the DREADLOCKS masterclass. I'm doing some more filming for it. Today is actually the tutorial filmings. The thing is, I'm putting a lot into this, so it's taken me quite a while. But once I finish these, I'm basically finished and just putting everything together and then launching it to you guys. So I'm really excited to launch this, but let's get into today's video. So if you are wondering what the DREADLOCKS masterclass is, if you haven't heard about it yet, it is a class that shows you exactly how to get instant dreadlocks and how to maintain your dreadlocks the best ways possible. And it's actually very easy, but a lot of people aren't explaining it this way, and I go really in depth and helping you guys out to make your hair look the best way possible. But like I said, that's going to be launching real soon, most likely next week, and hopefully the beginning of next week, as long as I finish up all the content that I need to. So far I'm just working on like everything that I want to put into it, because I want to make it jam-packed so you guys get a lot out of it. But it's definitely worth it. So with every purchase of the DREADLOCKS masterclass, you do get the locking bundle for free. It's just going to help you out a whole bunch, because you do need the locking bundle as far as in the class. It's going to teach you how to properly use it and some special tricks and tips on how to accomplish dreadlocks the way that you want them. But in today's video, I think what I want to do is show you guys kind of a hair length update, and then also, you know, when am I going to start my dreadlocks, because it seems like it's been a long time, and it's mostly just because I haven't been focusing on, you know, trying to start my dreadlocks, because I don't want to be constantly trying to start them and then it's not working out, and then like constantly redoing it over and over again, because if I were to do it that way, it would just create a bunch of wear and tear on my scalp, and that's one thing that you don't want to do. You don't want to stress your scalp out overall, because of course if you stress out your hair or the tips of your hair, then it's fine, because that can always grow back and be healthy again. But if you're stressing out your scalp, then it's kind of a slippery slope. If you stress out your scalp, then you can eventually have hair loss, and nobody wants that, especially if you're trying to start dreadlocks, because you want your hair to be really thick and really healthy. So maybe I'll try maybe a couple methods, not like for sure methods, to see if it'll actually lock up, because I don't want to start my hair quite yet, because I'm at about maybe 2.5 inches of hair growth. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to start anything today, but I would like to try and see if something will hold, because I am kind of torn as far as what method I want to do, because freeform is still in the picture, because I can still do that, but all it takes is me just allowing my hair to freely form on its own. Sponge rub is still in the picture, but I wouldn't say it's at the top of my list, and twisting with gel is actually on my list as well, and that's actually pretty high up there. So we'll just see. Alright, now I just remembered that we shot this video for the Great Family channel and the Instagram. If you're not already following the Great Family on YouTube, make sure to subscribe. The link is down below. But this is a video that we filmed, and it's pretty funny, so I wanted you guys to enjoy it as well if you guys missed it. So here it is.
Yeah, I got ants in my pants, so I dance like I'm crazy.
So what do you guys think about the Baby Mama video? I think it's really funny. We did our own spin on it, because if you guys have ever seen like the Baby Mama dance videos, they have this one song that they do. We just thought that song was annoying. We wanted to do like a funny song that we think is actually kind of cool. So alright, so what method do I want to do with my dreadlocks? I really would like to do freeform, but to be honest, it would be nice to have some maintained dreadlocks. Just because I never started out in dreads with a maintained look. Like for instance, a twisting with gel method would actually be pretty cool. And I guess like since we're doing a video on this and what I want to do with my hair, I can walk you through different styles, and I'll throw up some pictures of people with this method that they chose in order to get their dreadlocks. So first and foremost, twisting with gel would be nice. It comes out very maintained, very nicely. I would call it the traditional route of getting dreadlocks, which is actually kind of cool. It isn't very unique, so if you want to stand out, I would steer clear of doing twisting with gel, because it looks pretty much the same. If you say, for instance, you have a 4A hair type and someone else has a 4A hair type, and then you create a 1x1 inch section on your hair to create your dreadlock using twisting with gel, and that person does the same thing, your dreads are most likely going to come out like identical, because you have the same hair type, you have the same size sections, and you're using the same method. Now, of course, doing maintenance, what are you going to do for maintenance? You can continue with using twisting with gel, which is going to help out a lot because it's going to maintain that look. or you can go in with interlocking, which a lot of people actually do. Interlocking is actually, I would probably say, one of the #1 ways people maintain the new growth of their dreadlocks. And it looks very good, and it instantly locks up your roots. And to be honest, it's just a really good method. Now, if say you're going into dreadlocks and you already have in mind that you're possibly going to be combing out your dreadlocks, say you just did it and you wanted to have your dreads for maybe a year, maybe 2 years, and you want to comb them out eventually, then steer clear of doing interlocking, because with interlocking, it's really hard and almost nearly impossible to comb it out without getting any breakage. So with that being said, if you plan on anywhere in your mind that you want to comb out in the future, steer clear of interlocking. Because interlocking is essentially tying a knot at the base of your dreadlock, and then that grows out. And say you constantly do that, then you just have a bunch of knots. And I'm not talking about just your hair knotted together. I'm talking about a knot in your actual hair. So to top that all off, twisting with gel is mostly the traditional route, comes out very clean, and nothing very unique about it. So those are kind of the characteristics that come with it. Now, of course, freeform is still in the picture. The thing about freeform is it takes time. Your hair looks messy, if you could put it that way, for lack of better words, a lot of the time. And for the first maybe 2 years, your hair isn't even, doesn't look very mature whatsoever. It takes a while for your hair to mature up with freeform dreadlocks, especially depending on your hair type. With my hair type, it'll take quite some time for it to mature, especially at my hair length. If I wanted to freeform my hair with my hair type, I would most likely start out at about 4 to 6 inches, because you want more hair to play with. And what I mean with play with, your hair needs more hair around it to lock up, especially with my hair type, being a 3C. Now, the thing about freeform dreadlocks is the most unique method of getting dreadlocks, because nobody else is going to have their hair like yours, because you're not creating sections, you're not using any products as far as locking them up, you're not using any tools, you're not using a sponge, you're not using any of those things to where someone else can factor in and do their hair exactly like yours. It's literally impossible. Now, of course, you can do certain things like tying rubber bands into your hair on certain sections and creating sections. Like we've seen at the weekend, he had a section on the top of his head and he had a section on the back, and that could be done with using rubber bands and tying them off and creating congos, or creating wicks using rubber bands or ties. So there are certain ways you can maintain or manipulate freeform dreadlocks, but can you call it freeform dreadlocks at that point? It really just depends. A lot of people call freeform dreadlocks a look, not necessarily a method. So I guess there's 2 ways of looking at it. You can either have a freeform looking dreadlocks, or actually the freeform method of dreadlocks, which is to where you allow your hair to freely form completely. And there's other methods that I can already take off the list, like twist and rip. That's not necessary for my hair type. That's more for straight hair, so anything from 1 to the 2C. Sponge rub, I'm most likely going to steer clear from, just because I did that the first round of my dreadlocks, which they did turn out really good. So I don't know, I might end up actually doing sponge rub, but I would like to do something different on this set of dreadlocks. Now, sponge rub is a method that makes your hair look pretty close to freeform style of dreads, but it isn't freeform because you're doing a maintenance method in order to get your dreadlocks. Now, I can do instant locks and get them instantly after my hair is about maybe 4 inches, maybe 4 to 6 inches. And it'd be very easy to get instant dreadlocks. I mean, it'd be really easy because it's very easy to do them with using a crochet needle. But I think I want to steer clear from doing anything instant, because I want to kind of enjoy the process. But who knows, like maybe there's going to be a day to where I'm like, all right, I just want to do instant dreadlocks and have them already. And that could possibly be it. But I would also follow that up with doing twisting with gel and possibly interlocking. And obviously I can take off back combing, I can take off palm rolling. Palm rolling is more of just maintenance, not a method. But back combing I wouldn't do. That's more for the straight hair types, 1 to 2C. And I already covered the major methods in order to get dreadlocks. So with all that being said, I'm leaning more towards twisting with gel, but then at the same time, could do instant, could do using the sponge. But then again, you can also start with the sponge, go in with the crochet needle right after, and then twist with gel, and then follow it up with interlocking. So you can tie certain things into it, and that's actually the exact process I did with my first set of dreadlocks. So that could be possibly what I would do, but we'll just have to see. But I can definitely say that my hair is getting longer. My hair is actually into a decent sized afro when I pick it out. I'm just waiting for it to get even longer, because when it grows longer, it has a thicker feel to it. You have more hair to play with, and you have more options to choose from when doing methods. Now, I would say if my hair was about a 4B or anything higher than that, like 4C, I could definitely start dreadlocks with this hair. And I could start now if I wanted to, but I have a risk of it unraveling because I don't have that many curls in my hair right now. So I'm just gonna show you guys like what my hair looks like close up. You can see how my hair is curly, obviously. It is kind of frizzy right now because I dried it with a towel. There's probably about 4 to 6 curls on my hair right now. And what I mean by that is the hair from the scalp to the very tip, it has about 4 to 6 curls in it, which would have a good hold, really. But I'd much rather just wait until my hair is at a prime length to start out dreadlocks with whatever method I choose. And that's the number one thing about dreadlocks, and it's patience. Patience is key for dreadlocks and generally for anything in life. But if you don't have patience, it's going to be really hard for you to actually start your dreadlocks and actually be committed to them, because you might just get caught up into an ugly stage, because a lot of people think that their hair looks ugly at one point. And if you enjoy the process the entire time, or if you manipulate your hair, say using a crochet needle or interlocking tool, then using those tools is going to help you to make your hair to where you don't go through that ugly stage. Because I personally don't believe in an ugly stage. I believe you look at your hair how you want to see it. And if you think your hair is ugly, then it's going to be tough to enjoy the process. But hopefully that explains everything about my thought process and decision making towards getting dreadlocks right now. I think I can comfortably say that it's going to be about another month before I actually start doing the method. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not rushing it. You know what I mean? I'm just waiting and being patient. One cool thing that I'm able to do is actually see Kellen, my son. He actually started his dreadlocks, and I'm able to see his process, and they're actually maturing very quickly. And he's able to do these methods on his own. So he's doing twisting with gel sometimes, and he'll use the crochet needle. And then he did Bantu knots the other day. So there's certain things that he's doing and learning on his own to actually maintain his hair. And he's only 14 and he's able to do all this stuff himself. But I want to show you in today's video a little bit behind the scenes of what I've been doing for the DREADLOCKS Masterclass, so stay tuned for the rest of the video. Alright, just finished shooting some class videos. I've just been using the mannequin head because of COVID-19. Can't really do any work on anybody. And then also some tools that I was using and a diagram, quick diagram. Oh, can't even show you because you guys got to wait. But I'm telling you, this is some really good information and I'm really excited. I only need a couple more videos and segments that I need to do, and I'm most likely going to finish up tomorrow. Sheesh, I might end up doing some more today, so we'll just see how today goes, but it's going really well. And Mannequin Integrate is doing very well as well. What do you think about the whole series that we're doing? I know it's not a series, it's a class, but what do you think?
I was legitness.
Okay, cool. Is a part of the day to where I basically print out all the shipping labels and put them on packages because I need to ship out some orders, and I do this every single day so that you guys get these packages as soon as possible. And I do want to give a huge thank you to all of you guys, because if you didn't see on the DREADLOCKS Instagram, DREADLOCKS has sent out over 400 orders and over 600 items have been sold already. And yo, I'm just super thankful for all you guys for supporting, and not only supporting but getting the right tools for you. And that's the whole reason why I'm creating this DREADLOCKS Masterclass, because it's something that I can reach out to you guys with and be able to communicate with you directly. But I just want to thank you guys for that. And like I said, I've been shipping out orders every single day, and it's really cool to be able to connect to you guys in that way, because you know, it's just really awesome. But one package down, whole bunch more to go. All right, I have all the orders packed and I'm actually about to ship them out here in a little bit. But that is today's video. Hopefully you guys really enjoyed it. You kind of seen a little bit of what we're doing for the DREADLOCKS Masterclass. I didn't show a whole bunch because I don't want to release any of it on YouTube. I want people that access it to really be limited to those people that actually want to take it to the next level with their hair and everything like that. So other than that, super excited for my hair to keep growing, and you know, I think in a month it's going to be at a really good length. And I'm still tracking my hair progress every single day, taking a picture every single day, and it's grown quite a bit. And I feel like it grew a lot last month, and it's growing a lot really right now. I feel like it has growth spurts sometimes, so that's one thing to look forward to as well. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, if you did, give it a thumbs up. Make sure to keep your eyes peeled for the DREADLOCKS Masterclass. And if you want to go ahead and purchase the locking bundle so that when the DREADLOCKS Masterclass comes out, you guys can just go ahead and download it right away and not have to wait for the locking bundle, then go ahead and get it now. Link is down below. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time. You guys do an amazing day. Matter of fact, have a great day. Peace. God bless.